Did you know that like half of PhDs are fake?
Half? No, I hope nobody gets a PhD.
For the audience, not to make you guys feel lesser, but both Steve and I have advanced degrees. We have master's degrees, and we have discussed, should you get a PhD, right? I'm not convinced. I think it depends what you get it in. Like, if you're going to get a math PhD and go work on Wall Street for $1 million a year, hell yeah, it's worth it. But if you're going to get, like, some type of degree in, like, social work, like a PhD, it's probably not worth it. It's probably not going to pay off. Sorry.
No chance. English literature? Are you kidding me? No. Like, just stop. And I feel also that a ton of people come in with PhDs to certain jobs, and they're either working with people with like an MBA or just something that required 2 or 3 years, that people, maybe they got it at night school. Or if I had a PhD and the person next to me had the exact same job and had, just an MBA or one of these masters in communications or whatever, I would be furious. I don't think I could work there, to be honest. I'd probably just quit. I'd be like, I have a real degree here.
Well, I find that like all the time because, I have like a business focused master's degree, but I work in a quantitative field. I do, programming, data science stuff, and like I think it's hilarious that my master's degree was much easier than like a quantitative 100% like a quantitative one, like a math one or like a stats one. Like it was much easier, but I have the same job. And I gotta tell you, I had a lot of fun in college and a lot of fun in grad school. These people did not. They did not. I can tell you that because they are boring and not fun to talk to.
I totally believe that. But yeah, I think it's a certain person that gets that PhD, or does like the PhD and then the postdoc fellow, and then they end up at the exact same firm that you do, sitting next to you, staring at you.
Right. I imagine that the reason that they're no fun is because they wake up every day just filled with the thought of like, the fuck did I do that for? Like 6 years. Why did I do that? I have to talk to this guy. He had a great time. He's 6 years younger than me. He makes just as much money as I do. He's probably got a much bigger dick. And it's probably what happened.
I mean, that's a guarantee.
Did you know that like half of PhDs are fake?
Half?
Yeah, like I have a CBS News article here. I'll make a note to put this in the description for anybody listening. But yeah, half of PhDs are fake. Like every year, people buy fake PhDs online. You can buy them. There's fake universities that pretend that they're like technically accredited or not. I don't know. And they just give you degrees. So yeah, a bunch are fake.
That's wild. That's why okay. So I'm not going to take back what I said about if you actually got a PhD and you're sitting across from someone with a master's or a bachelor's, you have every right to be pissed off, and I think you should. But if you have a fake PhD, I mean, that's a totally different story. If you're sitting across the table from the person with the master's, you'd probably be feeling pretty smug. No one knows what's really going on here, but everything I present, is garbage.
Right. Like, they have a master's, you're like, and they're trying to tell you something because you don't actually know anything because you have a fake degree, and you're just have to say, excuse me, it's Dr. Katz. That throws them off completely. They're like, yeah, sorry, I don't, throw off their whole thing.
You carry your diploma with you just to throw it down on the table for those moments? You never take off your fake graduation gown?
You did a fake photo shoot to make it look real. You invite your friends and family, like, I didn't know he was in a PhD.
That's your one skill, it's Photoshop.
He's so humble. He didn't even mention it.
Unbelievable.
I know someone who faked a PhD.
Really?
Yeah, I know someone who faked a PhD. I worked with him at a job, and he was fired. Not from that job, from his previous job, and then got a job with me. So that tells you what kind of, So he must have felt really smug. He was like, I got a fake PhD. This guy's got a real master's. I got fired, and I still have the same job as him.